We were just 10 days away from our wedding. The day I had imagined would mark the start of forever. Friends and family had flown in. Hotel rooms were booked. The floors had been paid, and our dream venue was all set. Everything was in motion, and everyone seemed excited. Or at least, I thought they were. Her name's Ka. We met 4 years ago at a charity event I had almost skipped. She was bold, beautiful, with a sharp sense of humor that challenged me in ways no one else ever had. We clicked instantly, and before I knew it, we were finishing each other's sentences. We had been through a lot together. Job losses, family illnesses, and even a breakup scare during the pandemic. But we made it through. At least, that's how I saw it. But 2 weeks before the wedding, things started to change. Ka was tense, short-tempered, and easily irritated. She said it was the pressure of wedding planning, the dress fitting that went wrong, or her mother interfering too much. I gave her space and took on more of the planning myself. I told her I loved her and that everything would be fine, even though I could feel something wasn't right. Then came the night everything fell apart. It was a Saturday, and her friends had thrown her a small bachelorette dinner. Nothing crazy, or so she claimed. I picked her up around 11 p.m. She was tipsy, not drunk, but definitely not herself. She was loud, her mood all over the place. She scrolled through her phone, laughing at something. I asked who it was, and she said, "No one." I let it slide, but a few minutes later, another message came through, and I saw the name, Alex, her ex from 3 years ago. I didn't want to jump to conclusions, so I calmly asked, "Why is Alex texting you at midnight?" She got defensive. "He just congratulated me on the wedding." She snapped, rolling her eyes. "Don't get insecure." That hit a nerve. We argued, not yelling, but heated. I told her I didn't think it was appropriate for her to be texting her ex days before our wedding. She muttered something under her breath. I asked her to repeat it, and that's when it happened. She looked me in the eyes and slapped me hard. One of those slaps that makes your head snap to the side, the kind that leaves you shocked not just by the pain, but by the meaning behind it. I pulled the car over, sat there in silence, trying to process what had just happened. She didn't apologize. She just crossed her arms and said, "You're being dramatic." That was it. I didn't say another word. I dropped her off at her apartment, drove back to my old place, and spent the night there. The next morning, I called my best man, my parents, and the wedding coordinator. I canceled everything. Word spread fast, and her parents were furious. Her friends reached out, telling me I was overreacting, that I needed to calm down. But Ka didn't reach out for 3 days. Then the text started. "I'm sorry, I was drunk and stressed. Please, can we talk?" I ignored them. Then came the phone calls, the voicemails, and messages from mutual friends saying she was falling apart. She showed up at my door a week later, crying, begging me to reconsider. She swore it was a mistake, that it wasn't who she really was, that she just snapped. She couldn't imagine life without me. And in that moment, I believe she meant every word. But some lines, once crossed, can't be uncrossed. I wasn't perfect, but I never laid a hand on her. And in that moment, when she struck me and showed no remorse, something inside me broke. Something that wouldn't let me go back, no matter how many times she cried or begged. I walked away from the woman I thought I would marry. Strangely, I'm not angry anymore. I'm just clear. I'd rather live with the pain of ending it than the regret of staying with someone who thought it was okay to hurt me when things got hard. She's still reaching out, still trying to apologize. Maybe one day I'll respond, not to rekindle anything, but just to say, "I forgive you." But I won't forget, and I hope that lesson sticks with her for the rest of her life. Looking back, it wasn't just a slap that changed everything. It was a realization that love without respect is nothing more than a ticking clock. You can plan the perfect wedding, book the most beautiful venue, say all the right things, but none of it means a thing if the person standing next to you doesn't value your dignity. Ka made her choice in a moment of anger. I made mine in a moment of clarity. Walking away wasn't easy. It cost me sleep, money, memories, and a version of the future I had once dreamed of. But it gave me something far more valuable: peace, self-respect, and the unshakable truth that sometimes love isn't about holding on. It's about knowing when to let go. Maybe she's changed. Maybe she truly regrets what happened. But I'm not the same person I was before that night either. I didn't lose a fiancé. I found myself. And I'll never forget the lesson she taught me, even if she never meant to.